welcome to another Epicor Kinetic Warehouse tutorial brought to you by Biscuit. Today, we're going to be learning about picking and shipping using our PCID functionality. What we're going to be covering is we're going to fulfill an order to my outbound order. We're going to process the lines using PCID scanning. Then we're going to navigate to the picked orders section. And that is where we're going to see how we can scan by PCID and how it will select our lines for us to eventually push us into a customer shipment entry pack and use Packout to secure the last line of the order and then ship it. So here I have set up, I have fulfillment workbench. This is just the order that I'll be using. So this is the first step, preliminary. Someone would be doing this in fulfillment workbench. But I fulfilled these 3 lines and I should see order 5676 in my outbound order. So I have this tool here. I can just click with my mouse, but everyone would be doing this on the app itself. So I'm going to go to material queue. This is the kind of parent category where I can find outbound order. Now this can be done in material queue as well. I like to use outbound order for shipping because it can organize my order and keep everything together. So I'm going to go to outbound order here. Okay, from here, you have a couple options. You can scan the actual sales order number if you have it. If not, you can always go to the little menu icon over here and click on sales order at the top. This is a nice way to bring you to the top. Otherwise, you can also do ship by date is another popular option. Keeps you at the top of the list for ship by dates. So I'm going to go by 5676, and I see my 3 lines here. They're all selected because they were already previously brought into my material queue, but all I have to do here is click the view button. All right, so now I have 3 lines. So the goal for me here is I'm going to scan a couple of these lines to one PCID and pretending that is a pallet that is going to be staged in shipping. So I'm going to start with the first one here. I'm going to take this 100 pounds and I'm going to go ahead and type in 100 here. And then down here in the to PCID section, I have on my other screen here, you guys can't see it, but I'm going to scan a PCID number. As you'll see, the PT03 gets scanned into there, and I'm going to save it. So saving that then processes it into the picked orders queue. We're going to go there in a little bit. I'm going to go on to the next one here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just type in the full quantity. And I'm going to scan this one to the same PCID. Very good. So those 2 are going to the same pallet, right? We can have multiple lines on one pallet. This last one, I'm going to throw it to a different PCID. And we're going to show you how you can add that separately at the end. So I'm going to put in the full quantity. This one I'm going to put as 04 instead of 03. And there we have it. We have a separate PCID. All right, so I'm going to save that, and that should complete our order for picking lines. And it's going to ask me, do you want to navigate to the picked orders module? You can jump right to there. You can have this warning turned off as well if you don't want people jumping to there. For the sake of showing you where this picked orders module is, I'm going to say no here. But we can see down here to verify that we have picked everything. We see that we have our lines on PCID numbers. And you can navigate to there as well from here. For me, I'm going to go back to the home page just to reset. And where you're going to find picked orders is actually under the shipping module. We're going to go to customer shipment here in a sec as well, but we're going to go to picked orders first. And in picked orders, the idea here is that the material handlers are picking the orders, they're potentially getting them staged. And then once you're ready to get this onto a truck, you can take these picks and push them into a pack and then ship them out, hence the pick, pack, ship method. A couple filters you could fill out here as well. I'm just for the sake of having line items to show you, I'm going to go to the view picked orders. This will show me everything that's been sitting in this queue. And to show you how you pick by PCID, you're actually going to change the scan type up here at the top. So instead of picking by part number, I'm going to pick by scanning PCID. And the cool part here is you can see that these 2 have the same PCID number. I'm going to go ahead and scan my PCID number. And you should see 2 check marks simultaneously appear. And just like that. So without having to do anything, it'll find all of the line items in this queue that have that PCID number and highlight them for you. So this PT04, I can also scan that. I can keep scanning. If I want to keep bringing in all my lines, I can. For the sake of this, I'm also going to show you how to scan in a PCID once the pack is created so that you can add more lines to it as you go. So for these two lines, I'm going to go ahead and process this order. It's going to ask me, do I want to process and do a pack? And I'm going to say yes. And now it'll bring me right to customer shipment entry. And here I can see my pack ID. If I go into Kinetic, into customer shipment entry, you will see this in there just for the parallel. So if I go to the shipment lines here through these three dots in the upper right, I should see my two line items both on this PCID. Now to add my third line item, I'm going to go to the Packout function here in the upper right. And you have a couple choices with Packout. You could sort by order number, or you could go to the PCID icon here, and this is where you can start scanning them in. So I'm going to click in my PCID field here, and then I'm going to change my scan to the fourth PCID. Flip on me here. There we go. And so you see I have my fourth scanned in successfully. And if I go to my shipment lines again, we will see that we have all three lines successfully added. So Packout's a great tool if you need to add line items after. I always say retroactive, but very good tool. And that kind of helps you understand that there's two ways to go about it. But hopefully you guys can use PCID to your advantage when packing for shipping. And of course, you can always ship when needed. Thanks, guys. That concludes the tutorial. Please reach out to Biscuit at any point if you need any assistance on PCID in the future. Thanks.